Let's rock, 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 rock.
Welcome to Rock and Roll Flashback with your host, Jumpin John McDermott.
Thank you for that introduction and welcome to Rock and Roll Flashback. I'm your host, Jumpin John, and this podcast episode will review the songwriting and singing career of one of the most distinctive voices of the 1960s, Gene Pitney. Although he never achieved the sustained chart dominance of artists like Elvis Presley or the Beatles, Pitney built an extraordinary career through dramatic emotional performances and a remarkable ability to convey heartbreak. Gene Francis Allen Pitney was born on February 17, 1940, in Hartford, Connecticut, and raised in nearby Rockville. Pitney developed an early love for both country and pop music. As a teenager, he formed bands and performed locally, demonstrating a natural talent for singing and songwriting. Unlike many future pop stars, he was also an accomplished songwriter. That ability would open doors long before he became a recording star himself. Pitney's first major music success came from behind the scenes. In the late 1950s and early 1960s, he wrote songs for other performers and quickly gained the attention of music publishers. In 1961, Gene signed to songwriter Aaron Schroeder's newly formed New York City-based Music Core label. Among his early compositions was Hello, Mary Lou, which became a major hit for Ricky Nelson in 1961. He also wrote the hits Rubber Ball and He's a Rebel. The success of Bobby V's 1961 recording of Rubber Ball helped make V an international star. The 1962 recording of He's a Rebel by the Crystals is on several all-time greatest song lists and in the Grammy Hall of Fame. Another Pitney composition, Today's Teardrops, was recorded by both Ricky Nelson and Roy Orbison. These successes established Gene Pitney as an important young songwriter before the public fully appreciated him as a vocalist. In 1961, Gene Pitney would score his first chart single as a singer. For the self-penned I Wanna Love My Life Away, he played several instruments and multi-tracked the vocals. I Wanna Love My Life Away spent 8 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, peaking at number 39. He followed that same year with his first top 20 single, the title song from the 1961 Kirk Douglas United Artists film, Town Without Pity. Town Without Pity was Gene's breakout as a singer. The song reached number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earned Pitney an Academy Awards nomination for Best Original Song. The soaring melody and emotional intensity showcased the qualities that would define his career. His dramatic vocal performance became an instant signature.
Bravest of them all. The man who shot Liberty Valance, he shot Liberty Valance. He was the bravest of them all.
The year 1962 turned out to be a significant year for singer Gene Pitney. Pitney performed Town Without Pity at the Oscars ceremony on April 9, 1962. Then in May, Music Core Records released his recording of The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, a song written by the legendary songwriting team of Burt Bacharach and Hal David. It spent 13 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, peaking at number 4 while reaching number 2 in Canada. Interestingly, the song was not used in the film The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, as it was recorded after the film was released. Then in September 1962, Music Core released Pitney's version of Only Love Can Break a Heart. It remains his biggest American hit. Also written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David, it demonstrated how perfectly Pitney's expressive voice suited sophisticated pop ballads. The single version of Only Love Can Break a Heart peaked on November 3rd at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The song also spent 2 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Easy Listening chart and reached number 16 on the Billboard R&B chart. Pitney did his own whistling on the song. Here is Gene Pitney's version of Only Love Can Break a Heart.
Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. Last night I heard you, but darling, remember this. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. You know I'm sorry. I'll prove it with just one kiss. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. Give me a chance to make up for the harm I've done. Try to forgive me, and let's keep the two of us one. Please let me hold you and love you for always and always. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it
Pitney's second album, appropriately titled Only Love Can Break a Heart, was released 1 month after the release of the single of the same name. In addition to the top 10 success of the singles The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance and Only Love Can Break a Heart, 3 other singles charted from the album. Half Heaven, Half Heartache reached number 12, True Love Never Runs Smooth reached number 21, and If I Didn't Have a Dime peaked at number 58. The October 1963 release of 24 Hours from Tulsa helped catapult Pitney to international stardom. It reached number 17 on the Billboard Hot 100, but climbed all the way to number 5 in the United Kingdom, where it remains one of his best-loved recordings. Here is an excerpt from Gene Pitney's version of 24 Hours from Tulsa.
Dearest, darling, I
say that I won't be home anymore. 'Cause something happened to me while I was driving home, and I'm not the same anymore. Oh, I was only 24 hours from Tulsa, only one day away from your arms. I saw a welcoming light and stopped to rest for the night, and that is when I saw her.
In July 1964, Music Core released another successful Pitney single that was stylistically different from Gene's usual pop style. It Hurts to Be in Love spent 16 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 7, and it also reached number 7 on the Cashbox Top 100. It Hurts to Be in Love reached number 2 in Canada and number 36 in the UK. Here is Gene Pitney's version of It Hurts to Be in Love. Also in 1964, Pitney had success with the single I'm Gonna Be Strong, which reached number 2 in the UK and number 9 in the US. Pitney was becoming especially popular in the United Kingdom, where audiences embraced his emotional singing style. Throughout the 1960s, he placed numerous singles on the British charts and became a frequent concert attraction. One highlight of his British career came in 1967 when he recorded the song Something's Gotten Hold of My Heart, decades before it would become an international hit in another version. Pitney's original 1967 recording reached number 5 on the UK singles chart, but failed to chart in the United States. Pitney also developed a strong following in continental Europe and Australia. Unlike many American performers whose popularity declined overseas after the British invasion, Pitney continued to enjoy successful tours throughout Europe. An interesting chapter of his career involved touring with the Young Rolling Stones during the early 1960s. Pitney was already an established star while the Stones were just beginning their rise. Members of the band later spoke warmly of him, remembering both his professionalism and his kindness. As musical tastes changed in the late 1960s and early 1970s, Pitney's American chart success declined. Rock music, soul, and singer-songwriters dominated popular music, leaving less room for the dramatic orchestral pop in which he excelled. Nevertheless, he continued recording and maintained a busy touring schedule. One of the most remarkable revivals of his career occurred in 1989. Pitney re-recorded Something's Gotten Hold of My Heart as a duet with Mark Almond. The new version became a massive hit, reaching number 1 in the United Kingdom and introducing Pitney to a new generation of listeners. Nearly 3 decades after his first major success, he found himself at the top of the charts. Unlike many artists remembered for only 1 or 2 songs, Pitney built a remarkably durable concert career. Throughout the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, and early 2000s, he toured extensively, particularly in Britain, where he consistently drew enthusiastic audiences. Fans admired not only his voice, but also his willingness to spend time signing autographs and meeting people after performances. In 2002, he was inducted by Darlene Love into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Tragically, Pitney's career ended suddenly. On April 5, 2006, after performing a successful concert to a standing ovation in Cardiff, Wales, he returned to his hotel. The following morning, he was found dead from a heart attack at the age of 66. His death shocked fans because he had appeared so energetic during his performance only hours earlier. Today, Gene Pitney is remembered as one of the finest male pop vocalists of the early 1960s. His ability to balance songwriting, musicianship, and unforgettable singing gave him a career that lasted nearly half a century. For listeners who appreciate richly orchestrated pop, heartfelt ballads, and one of the most distinctive voices of the rock and roll era, Gene Pitney's catalog remains a rewarding and enduring musical legacy. Pitney's voice was unlike almost anyone else's. He possessed an exceptionally wide range and frequently shifted from a gentle, intimate style to dramatic high notes within the same song. While he may not have always received the same attention as some of his contemporaries, his recordings reveal an artist of exceptional versatility, emotional honesty, and vocal precision. His recordings often featured lush orchestral arrangements, unusual chord progressions, and emotional storytelling. Pitney's musical legacy remains substantial. He placed more than 20 songs on the Billboard Hot 100, with many additional hits internationally. His recordings continue to receive radio airplay, particularly on oldies stations, and many have been reissued on compilation albums. His influence can also be seen in the admiration expressed by fellow musicians. Singers have praised his technical control, emotional delivery, and ability to interpret complex songs. His work demonstrated that pop music could combine commercial appeal with sophisticated songwriting and dramatic performance. Thank you for listening to another episode of Rock and Roll Flashback, where I reviewed the singing career of Gene Pitney. Pitney's powerful tenor voice, combined with songs that often featured unusual melodies and sophisticated orchestration, made him one of the era's most respected pop vocalists. I will conclude this episode with Gene Pitney's first top 20 single, Town Without Pity. So, fellow travelers, may your path be smooth and your music always be rockin'.
And until next time,
Rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on.
When you're young and so in love as we, and bewildered by the world we see, why do people hurt us so? Only those in love would know what a town without pity can do. If we stop to gaze upon a star, people talk about how bad we are. Ours is not an easy age. We're like tigers in a cage. What a town without pity can do. The young have problems, many problems. We need an understanding heart. Why don't they help us? Try to help us before this playing granite planet falls apart. Take these eager lips and hold me fast. I'm afraid this kind of joy can't last. How can we keep love alive? How can anything survive when these little minds still